Hey, good morning, YouTube. It's April, and I'm ready today to give you guys the 2 week update. So, 1 week was a milestone, and today is 2 weeks, and that is also kind of a huge milestone. Um, we've survived. Things are starting to feel normal, kind of part of my everyday routine, getting them clean, taking them out with the dentures, and but I just wanted to tell you guys that it's all good. Like I have this little stringy thing in here starting to give me some issues again. Oh, excuse me. Just because things are shrinking and that kind of thing. But I want to talk to you guys a little bit about some things I've learned and some things that are taking, some adjusting to. Um, First things first, I'm a coffee drinker, and the first thing I do, every morning is make a beeline to the coffee pot and I drink a cup of coffee. And with the denture in, it's fine. Like, if, it's coffee, it's your morning coffee, it's all good. It feels pretty normal. There is something about drinking your first cup of coffee with your teeth out. I don't know, y'all. It hits different. I don't know if it's because I don't know if it has anything to do with my teeth being out and having, fuller taste, or if it's just because I have 8 semi-fresh extractions and maybe the warmth feels good. But that first cup of coffee in the morning without my teeth is awesome. And of course, you guys know I'm kind of weird about having my teeth out around my husband. Um, and we work at the same place. He's a plumber, and I work in the office. And so we go to work. We get up at the same time in the morning. We both go to the shop at the same time in the morning. We're going to the same place and we're doing the same stuff. Except for, he's like rods and sewers and I'm like pushing paper. But after I get all the paperwork done, I just come home and I work the rest of the day from home, which is pretty cool. But some days, I'd say, especially lately, 2, 3 days a week, instead of going in at 8 in the morning because we're working on a big project for work, they're going in at 6 or 7 in the morning. So when my alarm goes off at 6:40, it's about 5 minutes and he's out the door. Um, so I just get up and make my coffee as soon as he leaves. Give him a goodbye in the morning, see you later, and or he'll kiss me on the forehead while I'm in bed or whatever, and he takes off. And I make a beeline to the coffee pot, and those couple days a week where I can get the coffee in there without my teeth in my mouth feels pretty great. And I don't really know why. Food is getting way easier. Yesterday I ate for dinner cracker crumb pork chops, and those were delicious. Just let your knife do a lot of the chewing for you. Just cut your food up. Anyway, I think it's a little more ladylike not to just shovel food in your mouth anyway. So that's not been so weird. Because, yeah, I can eat. And, we had cracker crumb pork chops. We had fried potatoes instead of mashed potatoes. And we had, just like regular old peas, like kind of a boring dinner, but it was a tougher food that I was able to eat. Everybody's asked about chewing and how, like, kind of how that works. You guys, I have no idea how to use my front teeth. As far as I can tell, at least this far in the game, these front ones are looking at teeth. I don't do a lot of biting with those. Because yesterday we had lunch at the hospital. That's where the guys have been working. So my husband called and I went and joined him for lunch. And they serve drinks in like a styrofoam, cup. And I just tried to bite this styrofoam cup. I couldn't even make an indentation in the cup. Your bite force is just not there. I think over time, as things in your mouth and your gums, they're going to toughen up, because they got to get used to, it's soft tissue, and that soft tissue's got to adjust to having something hard sitting on it and putting pressure on it all day. But like I chew, on this side and then on this side and then on this side and then on this side. Think like cow, cows kind of, obviously it's not that pronounced when I eat, but, my back teeth, that's where I'm doing all the shredding, all the chewing, so I can swallow my food right now. Not terrible. It's not all that uncomfortable. I'm way more confident when I eat. I don't need adhesive, but I'm more confident when I eat when I have some adhesive going on. And I talked to you guys a couple days ago about what kind of adhesives and stuff that have worked for me. And I think that's kind of just a trial by fire. I mean, whatever works for me may not work for you. Lots of people, you read reviews on Amazon or whatever about various products, and some people say, oh my gosh, this is the bomb. And some people say this didn't work at all. So getting your adhesive routine figured out is kind of a trick, but you'll get it. I pinky swear. No problem. So yeah, I mean, biting food, chewing food, I've been able to eat pretty regularly. And like I said, I think a lot of that is because I had all of these posterior teeth removed 4 months before I received my immediate denture. I think that was a big help for me. I think that's kind of sped things along, at least in my situation. And that's another reason I think maybe these front teeth don't bite so good, is because there's still 8 big holes up there. I mean, I wouldn't bite anything with them naked. And this is still a hard piece of plastic shoving up on that. So, I mean, you got that to consider too. But yeah, I mean, chewing's not been an issue in the rear, and I've been able to eat pretty much whatever I want to eat. There's certain things like, I mean, I haven't tried caramel. I love Rolos. That's like my thing. Rolos and Twix candies. With the caramel, though, I don't even know. I haven't tried anything like that. I'm just scared to death it's going to stick to my denture and make them discolored or gross or something. So I've kind of not gone there yet. But like as far as meats, and like we ate ribeyes the other night, that was perfectly fine. Like I had no trouble. I am the kind of girl who eats a pretty bloody steak, so it doesn't get tough while I'm cooking it. So that helps some. But I mean, yeah, I can eat pretty much whatever I want. I haven't tried anything real hardcore like apples, or like I said, caramel candies or anything like that, because I'm just afraid it's going to stick and make a mess. But eating's not been that big of an issue these last couple days. I took some notes too, about what I want to talk to you guys about today. Bite force, your morning coffee, that kind of thing. Not so bad. Your bite force is significantly reduced. I mean, I always cut my food up, but I am cutting my food up a bit smaller. I find myself making myself a normal plate of food, and then I'm full before I can finish it, because it takes me a little bit longer to eat it. So my body has a little bit more time to process it, and I'm not eating maybe the quantity that I used to, which I think may be an alright thing, because I've lost like 6 pounds, which is like cool. I mean, nobody complains about that. And it's just I get fuller faster, or maybe it's not faster, but I get fuller before I finish my plate, I think, because I'm eating quite a bit slower. And that's the trick, you guys. Take it slow. Don't do what I did and start trying to eat whatever the hell you want on day 3, because you're going to pay for it on day 4. No joke. Wait till you are comfortable and you can eat, and, graduate food. So go from soft food to like semi-soft food, and then go from semi-soft food to like a pretty regular diet. That's just my 2 cents there. But another thing I want to talk to you guys about or some things I've just kind of learned, is like your facial features. Like this seems like it protrudes more. The dentist gave me some additional material here, because as my gum shrinks, he wants my face to look as like normal as possible. But my face is fuller now than it was before I had my dentures. You guys can go back and look at some of my previous videos, when I didn't have my posterior teeth, and even prior to that. I mean, all these back teeth were pretty bombed out. They were all pretty broken off, at the gum line and that kind of thing. And it caused my cheeks to look pretty, I guess, sullen. I mean, because there was nothing holding them up or out. So the denture kind of gave me a facelift in the process. So not only do my teeth look better, but my, facial structure, I think, looks a lot nicer than it did prior to having the denture. And then of course, when you take them out, I always take mine out when I shower, especially, and I just let them sit and stay away and clean, clean. But uh, that's a lot to take in. The first time you don't have your teeth in, or the fifth time you don't have your teeth in, or the 16th night you don't have your teeth in, whatever. You guys, I'm on day 14, and I'm still not used to seeing myself without my teeth. I mean, that's a lot. It's a lot. I don't know. I feel extremely confident and pretty, and I, feel like I function like a pretty regular human when I have my teeth in. When I have them out, I don't, it's a lot, you know. Uh, like I said, you get two decisions. You can laugh hysterically the first time you see yourself, or you can cry. And I don't think that's a choice you get to make. I think it's a reaction. And mine was to laugh. You guys, I look like a witch without my teeth. I think I posted a video like on day 4 without them. But it's crazy. And that I think that for me is going to be the hardest or the longest thing to get used to. It's going to take longer to get used to my face without my teeth than it is to eat. It's going to take longer than getting my speech right. It's going to take longer than all of it. You fellas get to have, or some of you get to grow a beard. That's pretty cool. If I was a dude and I was getting dentures and I was maybe insecure about how I looked without them or whatever, I'd grow a beard. So you fellas, take that with whatever. I think that's pretty cool. My dad looks totally normal without his teeth. My dad has a beard. He doesn't look all that different without them. My dad's also, when he speaks, his lower teeth are the show offs, not the upper teeth. My upper teeth are the ones that, hey kitty, come up and say, hey, when I'm having a conversation with you. So when I'm missing my upper teeth, it looks, sorry guys, she is being real pushy. It's a little different. I mean, it just is. I look, I think, a little crazy, but you get over it. I think at some point. I'm not over it, but we'll get there. So anyway, your facial appearance is going to change some, and sometimes it's for the better, and sometimes you feel really weird or maybe self-conscious about it. I promise you'll get used to it. I thought my face looked kind of chubby at first because I had been, oh my gosh, my cat is just being a psycho. You get used to it. I mean, I thought at first that my face looked kind of chubby. I've been so used to not having cheeks that it was a kind of a shocker for me. But I'm glad I have them. I think I look a little bit younger than I did a few weeks ago, for sure. And so that's, kind of nice. And so, I mean, and a lot of how you deal with your dentures is how you perceive your dentures. So perception is everything. And if you have a good attitude about your dentures, you're going to have a better experience than if you have the, oh, poor me attitude. I have dentures. If you're like, hell yeah, look at me, I'm being healthy and I don't hurt anymore. You're going to feel like, hell yeah, I'm being healthy and I don't hurt anymore. You're not going to have this, oh, woe is me, I have to wear dentures, kind of feeling. So I think, your mindset when you get into this is hugely important. And I don't know how you change that. I mean, I just kind of had the attitude of I don't have abscess teeth anymore, and that's great. And I don't have to worry about somebody noticing my teeth anymore. I mean, almost please do, because dang, they were expensive. Check them out. But no, I mean, that's been kind of weird. I'm just figuring out how to smile. I like smiling at people, but I've been trying to take a picture to put on my Facebook. And I look so crazy in a selfie. I don't even know how to do it without, I told my husband, I'm like, tell me a joke so I can take a picture real fast. And he'll tell me a joke. And, I can get an okay one. But, just to goof off and just try to take a selfie right now, is weird. So relearning how to smile has been interesting. But that too will come. So we'll get there. But anyway, I mean, I guess that's really all I had to say. Food's gotten a lot easier, you guys. I think over time, as my mouth toughens up a little bit, I'll be able to eat some more hardcore foods like apples. I mean, I'm really that's the one. If you can eat an apple, you can eat whatever you want. So, my cat just seriously wants to say hey to you guys this morning. Um, she really wants some pets. Um, but anyway, I just wanted to say hey and let you know that we made it to 2 weeks and it's still good. I mean, definitely some adjustment. They do feel pretty natural in my mouth now. At first it's all you could think about. Like, I'm wearing dentures, I have dentures, or I'm slobbering, or whatever. At this point, you have to stop thinking about it. I mean, you just have to put it out of your brain and do other stuff. Um, we're in the middle of a dining room remodel, so I've been doing stuff, all day, every day, goofing around in there. So it's easy to forget about them. And I think if they fit well and you're feeling healthy, they're easy to forget about, and you're not going to hyper focus on it all the time. Which I think is a good thing, because I think if you obsess about having dentures, like you obsess about having bad teeth, your mindset's not as good as it ought to be. So, if you have to preoccupy yourself with something, or find a hobby or something, do it, because you're going to feel better. And at the end of the day, you're going to realize, dang, I feel really great. And you didn't notice you were wearing your dentures all day long. You know what I mean? So I think that's great. But you guys have a happy Wednesday, and I'll talk to you guys later.